the gas tank was in worse shape than I thought. I mean, I knew it had a lot of rust on it, but I didn't think that there'd be this much pitting everywhere. I mean, it's pretty bad. And then over here, there were a bunch of pinholes. There's a hole there. There was a bunch, I think there were 4 holes here. 2 holes here. I soldered them up, which, and then I wire wheeled them down. So they seem pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and cover them with Bondo, also fill in some of these areas here that are pitted really bad. But yeah, right now I'm just hitting it with the wire wheel and getting off the rust. As much as I can anyway. So it's getting there, but definitely way more work than I anticipated. Yeah.
Good soup.
So that'll be going overnight. I will pull this off, this stuff off when I paint it. I paint it yellow. Right guys, bad news. I've been told that I can no longer work in the garage. One of my neighbors complained, I think, about this fuel can, which is very much empty. It's like, it's not even, look, hasn't even been used. No fuel. And this one, this is empty. And this one is full of evapor rust. Get the rust out. So, yeah, I don't know. I live next to a narc, apparently. But yeah, I'm gonna clean this stuff up and find somewhere else to do it. So, yeah. Alright, so we got some filler here. So we're just gonna fill up all the pitting. I already did some JB weld here. This is where the holes were. So I figured that'll be good. And this stuff, I mean, it's not awful. I just wanna fill it in so it's not so pitted. Making a complete mess. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of sanding, but that's fine. Do a little wet sanding. Here goes another attempt. Oh, it's like...
It's so close.
Getting there.
Yeah. Like, here where it was dented is like completely almost perfect.
I feel like I need one of those rods that I can stick in and just push it out. I feel like that just needs to pop out, but I mean, it's pretty good. I know, right? All right, attempt number 87.
Oh, it's so close.
All right, here we go. First coat. All right, give that 10 minutes. All right, the tank is painted. I did 4 coats on it. I'm gonna let it sit for a day and then I'm gonna wet sand it and then do a top coat. So, I mean, it's not perfect, but you know, it's acceptable. You know, nothing on the bike is really perfect, so it kind of works. But yeah, some guy in the CBCL 360 Facebook group said I was wasting my time with this, but I don't know. Looks like time well spent to me. Quick update on the tank. All painted up, clear coated. I got a new fuel cap, and probably can't see it. Let me get a light here. I did some tank sealer, some Pour 15 in there. So it needs about I don't know, 30-ish more hours to cure. And then I'm gonna go put it on. Yeah, so we will see what that looks like shortly. We are draining the gas tank. Going to swap out the new tank. Yeah, so it's gonna take a minute.
A few moments later.
The biggest difference is there's this tube that I think I'm gonna have to run under the frame. Yeah, this tube's gonna have to go underneath the frame here. Yeah, I know, I painted the tube, whatever. Don't judge me. All right, the tank is on. We're all yellow now.
Yeah.
Looks a little dented. Yeah, I still got a few hours before the Pour 15 is cured. But yeah, I'll just fill it up later, a few hours, and then see if it's leaking or anything. Alrighty. So the tank is on. Just going for a little test ride. Haven't gone more than a couple blocks since I put it on, so I just want to make sure that it's all good and nothing is leaking. Nothing appears to be leaking, so seems all right. I'm gonna get new fuel lines They're coming tomorrow. Got some braided cable ones. So yeah, just a little upgrade. But let's go for a little quick rip. Do another 6-gear test. Third. Fourth. Fifth. And sixth. Should hop on Lakeshore to do this, get some more speed. buzzing around like a bumblebee on this thing. It's fun. I forgot how much fun these little 360s are. And she's riding pretty good. I've put about 100 miles on it since I picked it up now. It's about 50 miles to get it home, and I reset the trip once I got it back into the city. So we're at about 100 miles total, and she's doing all right. Not bad, not bad. Just gonna cut in front of this guy. Idling pretty good. Right at 1200, 1150. Alright, that's a fun little rip. See how she's doing over here in the gas area. No leaks. So that's good, nothing vibrated loose. I'm just kind of worried about that guy. I mean, it's on there. The clip's like right above the little nub, so I don't think it's going anywhere. It's just, you know, you'll never know. Things vibrating at 8,000 RPM or whatever. But yeah, not too shabby. Let's I don't know, let's go over all the work that we've done so far. This is what it used to look like. So let's see, let's just start at the back. We swapped out the shocks. The previous owner had shocks with the adjustables on them, and the muffler bracket was hitting it. So it wasn't an issue when he put it on because it didn't have the high pipes. He had a 2-to-1 on the other side, and it just kind of, they were short pipes, kind of ended right over there. So, you know, it was fine, but then I swapped the pipes out, and so the bracket was hitting, and it was kind of scraping up the little adjuster thingy. So, did that. Pulled off the chain guard, because these knobbies were kind of rubbing against it. I might put it back on once these knobs aren't so high up. Put on the center stand from my old bike. When I put it on, it was originally hitting the chain. So what I did, I don't know if you can see it, I just put a little piece of adhesive rubber right there on the frame so that it stops the center stand, and now all this loud stuff happening. All right, well, I'll just keep going. So I put the little piece of foam there, so there's clearance now. It's not hitting the chain. Painted up shift lever, Took off the side covers, cleaned up this whole area, evapor rust the side covers also to get rid of the rust on the inside. What else did I do? When I pulled this off, I did the timing and valve clearances, so that's good. The pipes, obviously. New side covers. Behind there, I swapped out the air filters from my CL just because they were a little cleaner than the ones that came on it. Moving up, we got new mirrors. Oh, there's the magnet. There's the magnet for my Digi lavalier. Anyway, he had some plastic mirrors that weren't very scrambler appropriate, and they looked cheap, so we got new mirrors. Swapped out the levers for some power levers. Swapped out the handlebars. He just had the regular stock ones, which were, I think these are a little lower. I mean, didn't really change the ride profile a whole lot, but these just look better. Crash pad. Let's see, swapped out the headlight bucket. He had a cheap plastic LED one on there. So the only thing better about that was the LED bulb. This still has the crappy stock bulb. So at some point I am gonna try and modify it. Motorcycle Rewind has a video on how to pull out the sealed bulb. You just heat it with a heat gun and pull it out and replace it, and you gotta make a, you know, kind of makeshift spring to hold it in, which he just used a coat hanger. So made this mud guard. You can see my crappy JB weld job there. Yeah, I made this from a old fender. I just welded the bracket right there and jammed it in there. I'll clean it up at some point, make it look a little prettier. The tank, we got, this is a CL tank, so it's shaped a little different than the CB tank. This guy's a little more bulbous towards the front, so that was a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. It had, I don't know, like something like 6 holes. No, let's see, there was 3 here, 2 here, 2 here. So there were 7 holes in the thing, and it was pitted like crazy. So I soldered the holes, which is regular solder, and then I covered it in, well, here where it was really bad, I covered it with JB Weld, and then where it was just pitted and the smaller pinholes, I just used some Bondo, and it came out pretty good. I mean, it got, like, right here, the pitting was so bad, but now it's not so bad. Painted the kickstart lever, pulled off this cover also, cleaned out the oil filter, and then I pulled out the clutch and cleaned that off. So, I mean, it was all in really good shape to begin with. You know, I would really love to take the head off and get in there, do a little inspection and clean things up as well. But, I mean, she's running pretty good right now, so I'm not really in a big rush to do that. Passenger peg off my old bike. The other side was missing the mounting point, so I just got it mounted to the old kickstand bracket, which is not, as you can see, it's not working very well. So I pulled off the mount from my old bike, so I just got to weld it to this frame now, and then that'll be good. Oh, new seat. Swapped out the seat from my CL. It's so loose. Is that right? What else? Oh, since I'm gonna get in here. I did swap out the old battery box. Because it has the upgraded regulator rectifier from my old bike, and this one didn't. So I swapped those out. Better charging system. Yeah, everything seems pretty good. What's up, dudes?
Who's about to ask?
Alrighty. Just had to do a little work at the job place. So we are gonna go rip it again. Do a little rippage. What do you think of the cargo nut? You guys like the cargo nut? I like the cargo nut. I got some decals coming. It's not for the right tank. I don't know. CB decals doesn't have the CL360 tank decals. So I got a different set. I think it'll look cool. But yeah, I do want to swap out the, oh, that's loose, the turn signal lights, because these are not great. They're okay, but, oh, and that's not right. All right. Hopefully it's just a loose cable or something. It's gonna be this side. Oh, yeah. Can't have that. All right, let's see now. There we go. All right. Yeah, they're not the brightest. I mean, you can barely see that thing, especially during the day. And then from the side, not too great either. So I don't know. Ideally, I'd like to get the little Moto Gadget, little bullet ones, so it's super low profile and super bright, but those are, you know, to get front and rear, it's like almost what I've spent entirely on the bike so far, you know, other than the cost of the bike. But all the other stuff has been relatively cheap. From Common Motor, gaskets from Common Motor. Yeah. Oh, when did that happen? Is that always like that? Yowzers. All right. Start her up. Nothing looks loose. Seems good.